Good evening, everyone out there in the vast, unending cosmos. From the smallest string, gluon subatomic particle, to the greatest, most massive supergiant star on its death throes before the heliostatic equilibrium inside it dissipates and it ruptures into a massive supernova, only to then implode, collapse, give way under its own weight into a fissure in the fabric of reality, creating a black hole. Or whatever. I hope everybody is doing well. I had a pretty good day. I already streamed a little bit earlier today. Had some time and just felt the bug to get out there and capitalize on it, get some writing done, and I did, and it was good. It made me feel good. So yeah, but you know, I wanted to start streaming at 7, and unfortunately, that did not happen. I had a little bit of issue with. I'm not really feeling this song. We'll skip that one. But had a little bit of an issue. Had to start a little bit later. Hopefully that's fine. Hopefully nobody was waiting there with bated breath, clutching their seats, frothing at the mouth, ready to listen to me. But I don't think that's a problem. So, let's see. Anything else? Anything going on? I mean, aside from, the slow march towards entropy, not a whole lot really going on. Is what it is. Yeah. Ready for the weekend already, which is great because there's 2 more days in the week. And then I also found out that next week is spring break for Tiny Cosmic Horror, which is also the week that they're like, "Oh, you've got to start coming into the office more. You gotta, you know, no, you gotta do less remote work. You gotta really put in your time." It's like, cool. Are you gonna pay for the childcare that I have to go over there? And they're like, "Fuck no. Are you kidding me? Eat a dick. Go fuck yourself." That's what they said, and they sounded like that too. But ultimately, I just found that the YMCA is doing a spring break camp and signed him up for that, and it's fine. What's a cool almost $300 on short notice between friends? Ooh, childcare is expensive. I'll just tell you that. And it doesn't like actually make things any better for me because like they're not gonna. I still gotta like take him there, and it's gonna like not open until the point where they're like, "Hey, you should already be over at work right now." And it's like, listen, you gotta you gotta let something slide. Either you gotta be okay with me coming in later, but coming in, or you gotta w- be cool with me staying at home and working the hours you want me to work. Because both of those don't both of those don't mesh, and you know you gotta realize that. All right. Well, without further ado, I say we get into it. Well, actually, you know what? I feel a little bad because I feel like it's a little dead right now, and I don't want to start the game and have no. Oh, speak of the devil, or in this case, the demoness. How's it going, Faye? I hope you are doing well. Let me get you your artisanal, handcrafted, bespoke, one of a kind. Hello. Let's see. What's a good theme for this one? Uh, I think I've got one. We'll go with since I brought up the devil, we'll go with one of my favorite characters and voices. We'll go with the robot devil from Futurama, and I'll try my best to channel that. Oh, hello! If it isn't Demoness Faye, how good to see you! Oh, me? Oh, I'm just here torturing innocent robots. Oh, you know. Uh. Oh, Insomnia's doing it. Oh, that has been me for most of last month. I somehow managed to escape the insomnia mines somehow. They have not tracked me down. I've pulled the SIM card out of my phone. But yeah, it sucks. I hope you get some good sleep. In the meantime, I will do my best to be as boring as possible and get you there. Don't you worry. Uh, but yeah, may you remain unfound by them for many days. I appreciate that. I hope that we put the sleep cops in prison where they belong, where the sleep cops will put them. But then we'll have to turn on the sleep cops because ACAB includes sleep cops. But it also includes sleep cops. So yeah, I don't know. The system's inherently flawed. I didn't think this through. Shush, you are never bored. Oh, don't ever tell me what I can't do and what I can't be. Let's see. What am I? What am I? Could channel my inner Ben Stein, except not be a gross libertarian fuck about it. I make the impossible terrifyingly mundane. And here you can see that Euler's theorem clearly states that as you approach H, as H approaches infinity, that the identity becomes zero. Man, like it really was kind of a bummer to me when I found out that Ben Stein is a shit. Because like like he's a fun character actor and stuff like that. You're making my inner mathematician. uh, is that like? Does everyone have an inner mathematician? Is it like the non math gays like have theirs locked up? Like the first time I saw him was in The Mask. Oh, for me it was Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I think. The Bueller, Bueller. But yeah, yeah, and like I mean that and the red eyes, you know, the eye drops Visine commercials, potentially. But I have a degree in maths. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Uh, I forgot that across the pond you're so advanced in them that you have multiple mathematics. So I'm more in touch with it than most. That's fair. That's fair. I took up to let's see. I took calculus up to I think calc 3, and then I took like discrete math and matrix algebra and a bunch of other stuff that's like important for computer and electrical bullshit. Man, linear signals and systems fucking sucked. When you get to things that are like, here's a probability function, and I'm just like, I hate this. I hate that this thing can be any of these things. And it's like, yeah, well, th- tell that to photons, asshole. Good times. Good times. But how do you feel about doing third order Markov chains? Not great. Not great. Uh Also, Markov chains just makes me think of the Magic the Gathering character Soren Markov being into BDSM. Hey, same brain, same brain. Hold on, now I gotta get a picture of the guy. I don't know if you're uh familiar with Magic the Gathering characters, so I will do my best to make what I said. Web P, shut up. Nobody wants you. You were a mistake. I hate Web P so much. Why did they make it a thing? Why did they try to make it a thing? And it's like, this is going to be a standard uniform lossless format that everybody uses. Nobody uses. Ugh. WebP is the worst. Orzhov was even one of my favorite. Yes, Orzhov. Oh, you used to be an MTG judge. Okay, okay, cool. So then I don't have to find uh Soren. Also, I didn't say it. I should have, because I'm a clown. But thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. That means the world to me. Um, but that said, uh, I have done the work of finding uh a sexy picture of Soren Markov, and now it feels like, I mean, it feels like I kind of gotta. Stupid bug. No, they're web peeing me again. Fuck. Now, well, we get the slightly less sexy Soren Markov then. Open up my element titled Look at This, which I just constantly change to whatever dumb bullshit I want to show people. Didn't I? Did I saved that in here, right? I'm not going crazy. You're going crazy. Okay, it saved it not as the thing that I told it to, but as a random string of numbers. Uh, because of course it does. Okay. But of course, yes, it does mean that you have become more sane. It's essentially the same as therapy. Uh, yes, Outlaw Star is legitimately one of my most influential animes, and definitely the source of one of my like first anime crushes ever. And if you can guess who it is, then you, I would say congratulations, but it definitely is uh, probably like shooting fish in a barrel. um, yes, the planeswalker that caused so much pain in Commander. Okay, I will say this. This was back at the point where I thought that I was straight. So, s- straight baby Fatagan. So that does narrow down your choices a little bit. Hello, my name is Soren Markov. I'm here to trap cosmic horrors inside rocks and then abandon my friends in their hours of need. But then also, like, those friends kind of go, like, way fucking overboard, like genociding an entire plane of vampires. And then, like, having a hate boner for every planeswalker when they lose their spark. But yes, you got the first one. It is Aisha Clan Clan, the hot werecat lady, absolute pinnacle. Uh, no notes, just perfect fail girl. I love her. She's perfect. Uh, and I want her to crush my head, and I don't care what she uses to do it. Yeah, something something sonar. Damn it. God damn it. Hot Springs Planet Tenray. I'll just say that, and then we'll move on, and we'll share a knowing nod, and we won't say a goddamn thing else. Hi, I'm an old perv on the internet. uh, yeah, I still find it funny. Zone is a VTuber, dude. It is absolutely buck wild the trajectory of Zone's career, and like going from just like, what if I make absolutely buck nasty porn of animated characters, and of course that is what Strap joins us on. Hey Strap, how's it going? That's just me showing my whole ass right there, you know. Um how about I just read the Strap special and stop talking? Reminder to all of you that you matter, you're valid, loved, worthy of love, important, allowed to have emotions and bad days. You don't have to be strong or perfect at all the time. You are not broken. I'm so proud of all of you for existing, and I'm so thankful that you are around. Stay safe, y'all. Have that effect on folks for talking. Listen, we've all seen Zone. Uh, uh, okay, and world building BS. Okay. Let me take off my. Let me take this off. I'm getting a little toasty in here. World building BS. Let me see. What have we got? What have I got? What have I got? What am I what am I doing? Yeah, yeah, just like, did you know? Hold on, let me do my best. Did you know? Did you know? In Resident Evil Requiem, it is revealed that Leon S. Kennedy is deathly terrified of golden retrievers wearing tiny cowboy hats and bow tie collars. This has been Fun Falses with Strap. Okay. Your world building BS. Okay, I got a thing. It's a little bit esoteric. It's a little bit in the weeds, and it's a little bit tied into one specific facet, one narrative thread of my universe. So, if this is a little too uh inside baseball, let me know. But did you know that there was a large spike in paranormal activity and research in the 1930s, uh, in the wake of World War One, and that um, there is a group called the Esoteric Order of the All-Seeing Eye that did large amounts of research into the Void Sea, as well as the rest of the cosmology. They had different names for everything, however. They were very much attempted to dismantle the traditional superstitious notions of the documents that they read and understand it scientifically. So their term for the Void Sea was the origin. And their term for the mirror forest, the level of reality that mortals exist at, they called it the mundane array. And the dream horizon, the level above that, the psychoreactive plane of existence that you all interface with, and a lot of your folklore and things like that come from, they called that Abextra. Ah, yes. The work to demystify the occult by giving it scientific names. Listen, they were a bunch of very egotistical white people. Abextra is actually from Latin. It's a corruption of being ab above, and then extra without. So it is above and outside. I remember that paranormal folks got paid a ton to do research on for certain groups. It was funny that the U.S. also did research into it. Uh, also, it is funny that you mention research groups because one of the effects of their research is that the United States government took notice and created a clandestine organization around the same time as the founding of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And that group was known as the Bureau of Occult Operations. And I'm just going to let that one sit for a second. Yep. Congress has a sense of humor. And yes, I am amused by uh, out speaking metatextually right now. The Bureau of Occult Operations, or BOO, is a facet that I would love to get to sometime and have like a more police procedural kind of story, but definitely not have it be propaganda because the whole point is going to be that organizations like that are bad and dehumanize people and create bureaucratic machines that are used as excuses to disenfranchise and harm people. Because you can just point to it and say, it's not me, it's this thing that I built that's hurting you. Yeah. And yes, I'm amused that just as I sent the Latin part, you mentioned Latin derived one. Once again, same brain cell. People love giving government name things mildly silly names. Yes, yes. But yeah, you actually got a little bit of extra world building on that. Hopefully, that was enjoyable for you all. I always wonder if I am just being uh s- self congratulatory and just stroking myself narratively with that redeem, but I gotta be honest, it is fun to share these things with folks, especially folks that don't necessarily have the context of listening to Blake Sky. I did a lot of research into that in middle school, so it was fun hearing a bit of the paranormal stuff. I'm glad. I'm really glad. Uh, Also, I don't think that I've talked to you since Strap. I hope that you had a really good birthday. I hope that you had a good one. Because if you didn't, I will have to reverse time and fix that. And I can do that. I know the person that can do that. I just don't want to owe them a favor. So, but also it's possible to tell good stories within those organizations when you have people who do join them with legitimately good intentions and realize, yeah, yeah. Can you? We flooded the. Oh, oh, jeez, that's not good. Okay, all right. I can do that. Now the problem is going to be you will not experience this. It will create a diverging timeline. So nothing will change for you, but there will be a you that has a better day. So, um, sorry, but also, hey, me when I stick my whole foot directly under my tentacles and into my mouth. So here's the trick. Patagon already rewound time, and that's the improved situation. It was much worse before then. I have to joke or I'll lose my mind. Hey, Strap, please, I don't want to put you on the spot, but if there's anything that I can do, please let me know for real. Okay? No joke. Um, if you need anything. All right? Okay. Well, it is a standing offer. So if you change your mind. Um, but I don't want to pressure you. I don't want to badger you. So, um, all right. I've been yapping for a bit. Got a good yap in. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I always this is gonna sound dumb. This is gonna sound silly, and I gotta check and make sure. Uh, I always thought it was funny. I always thought it was funny when I would tune into Hesper's stream and I'd be like, "All right, we're gonna watch this game soon," and then Hesper would still be talking after like an hour, and I'm just like, you know, like obviously I love listening to Hesper, but I'm just like, how can somebody talk for that long? I mean, like I feel like you'd get bored of it, but like I've got to be 100% real. I get it. I get it now. The scales have fallen from my eyes. I feel like it's that scene from Always Sunny with Frank where like he's watching Mac perform and he's like, "Holy crap. I get it now." Uh sensible to not badger. But what about weaseling or stoating? I'm sitting here still looking forward to my Gundam kit next Tuesday. So if you can contact your time friend and make sure it arrives safely and intact, it would be a help. You got it. I will do my best. Uh, I'm prone to ferreting. Uh, hold on. I know you're gonna hate this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm going to read the ha 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 in all caps, and this is what a ha 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 in all caps sounds like. Ha ha! Hesper just always hits tangent after tangent. Truly, you don't get it uh, until you're in the grasp of camera brain. Then it all locks into place. Ooh, what kit you got coming? Yeah, the Gundam base, neon blue, master grade Barbados. Thanks, I hate it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm a little sorry. It's like a 50-50. The Also, Click Flint. Hello, Click Flint. Click Flint. I wanna give you your special, one of a kind, bespoke, handcrafted, small batch, uh, dried on the sunward side of the Forbidden Hills. Hello. I did the Robot Devil earlier. What should I do for this one? The Forbidden Hills. I haven't been in ages. I can't recall why. Okay. Let's see. Gotta be something good. Well, we were just talking about the esoteric order of the all-seeing eye. I could give you my best pompous, arrogant, aristocratic, basically, what if a Lovecraft protagonist was the villain that we all actually know they are? Ah, Clickflint, hello. It's good to see you again. How are you doing? I was just brushing up on these tomes of ancient forbidden knowledge, and I believe I have found an incantation which would be of most interest to you. Uh, Please ignore any minor time discrepancies around the Forbidden Hills. Yeah, lay some Sophie on me. Uh, you beautiful monster. I am contractually obligated to attempt to clip when a streamer I like makes a goofy noise. I'm gonna listen to this right now, actually, because I want to see how bad I clipped the mic. Because I know I did. I'm a bad person. All right, let me hear this. God, I sound like such an asshole. Uh, wow, I'm surprised actually. Honestly, I feel like I'm a little quiet. I feel like I might want to turn my gain up. How's that? Ooh, man, that looks like it's absolutely blowing up my audio on OBS. So I never know. I never know what with OBS. Okay. Uh OBS does lie. Fuck you, OBS. Obadiah Bartholomew Simmons. Uh Making silly little small video chunks to send places, and I appreciate it. I really do love when You make clips. It means the world to me, Nestor, and you're the best. Let's see. But here I have been waylaid once again, distracted, confused, bamboozled. Uh, I have waylaid myself from doing the thing that I said that I was going to do. So let me pull up the thing. Okay, you go there. Game audio. You go there. Hey, how's it going, Morgan? Hope you're doing well. You are here just as we're getting started with the game. Let me turn off the music that I had playing. I get so caught up that I forget to do that sometimes. Like I'll keep the music going and be like, man, I just feel like everything's so busy right now and I don't know why. And then I realize I have like the game audio and then the music playing and I'm just like, that's the problem. I'm too stupid to live. Baldur's Gate 1 narrator voice. You have been waylaid and must defend yourself. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. Yes, thank you. Good point. Good point. Now that I got the thing. Darkside Detective. I've also got a much better eye for what moments will go well with other people in comparison to the clip I think are neat of me. Turns out 30 lumps of random settings details don't go over super well. No, I feel that. I definitely, there are things that I think are like, oh, this is comedy gold. And it's like, or, oh, this is a really neat thing. And it's like, crickets. Ooh, actually. Uh, let's see. You know, I haven't used this in a while. Let me. Oh, man. I had some good ones that I could use. I really need to get better about using my soundboard. There's some good moments that I missed. Like when I was talking about having the music still going and not realizing it. I could have definitely gone with eh? Eh? Lurkers can't tell you when they laughed, unfortunately. Nah, that's fair. That's fair. But I don't ever want people to feel like that they shouldn't lurk, because I definitely get that. I lurk a whole lot. Oh, weird. It didn't come through? Let me test something. Soundboard. It's not doing it. What the fuck? I set this up. I swear to God, I set this up, and it's not doing it. It's not doing the thing. What the heck? I'm gonna have to kick some ass and take some names. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't care about the G keys. Get out of here. Go home. Be a family man. Oh, it's set to default? Nobody asked for okay. I pointedly changed that on all of these things. I know I did. And it undid all of them. So if you don't mind helping me test this real quick, I apologize. But this one's not my fault. This one's OBS's fault. Let me know if you can hear this. Could you hear that one? God damn. Alright, try it again. Ooh. I am sorry. I don't know what the hell that was, but it was awful. I'm just going to do this real quick. Okay. I am very sorry. Whatever happened, the audio setting, for whatever reason, had been reset to make a feedback loop when I open up the audio settings thing, which is the dumbest thing. I do not know what Gordian knot OBS has fucking made for me, but it's awful and I hate it. I did none of these things. I swear to you on the infinite names.
Sorry, there's not enough memory to do that right now. Try it a little later, and/or on another screen.
There's actually an infinite number of them, ClickLink, and hooray! Now I have to go through and change every single one of these to go to the digital audio port, which is what I'm listening to. You lift 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Oh, this infinite? Friggin' huge infinite. And does it include hastily made fake names like Stacy fake name, Sharon, Douglas, or... Yeah, and that's the wild thing, is like, all of these have been reset to default. But I know for a fact that I changed them from default. So I don't get it. I do not understand. Does not compute. Does not make sense. Okay. I appreciate you all putting up with this and letting me audio bomb you accidentally. You're the best, and I'm sorry.
Listen, one more thing. It'll just take a second.
Oh, it feels like it was a little quiet. Was that quiet for you all? How about...
Listen, one more thing. It'll just take a second.
Better? Haha, get banned, idiot. Okay. I think all of these just need to be max volume. Akira! Look, when you're watching an eldritch entity, you expect the occasional cognito hazard.
My people all travel to the realm of space-time 6, where 3 dimensions of time join to the 3 dimensions of space.
All right, how's the level on that one? Okay, so I think the new clips are good.
At this point, I'm ready to try any damn thing.
This is me with OBS right now.
At this point, I'm ready to try any damn thing.
Okay, and here is everyone's favorite. Do they have the? Do I have the full Brink rant? Yes, I've got the Brink rant on here. Let's give it up for the Brink rant, shall we?
You lying, thieving, cheating, scum-sucking, dog-licking, spit-swimming, spider-eating, goat-hugging, tongue-smearing, pig-kissing, frog-swallowing, mud-biting, cow-tipping, toilet-swabbing, cud-chewing, window-washing, half-warped, apple-polishing, worm-witted, chicken-hearted, lamb-lusting, nefarious, untrustworthy, nasty person!
That's me at OBS right now. Apple polishing is an insult. It's extremely good. I love a good noun verbing. Exactly. Is there a cocktail called the Cognito? There should be. The drink that sets you in the mid to late 2000s and tricks you into opening a masked link to Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. Noun verbed. Oh yeah. It comes with a cocktail flag in it that just says, "You just lost the..."
How am I doing at sucking up?
Me while I stream. And then, for Nestor, of course, and always.
Want some rye? Of course you do.
To be fair, if you get rid of the up in that sound bit.
How am I doing at sucking up? How am I
Hold
doing?
on, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get it.
How am I doing at sucking up? How am I doing at sucking?
How am I doing it, suck?
How am I doing it? How am I doing it? How am I doing at sucking up? How am I doing at sucking?
There you go. I got it. You're welcome. Oh! Wait, what about the ants? Who sent them? Are they helping? Well, Click Flint, have I got some good news for you? It's so good. It's just... It is the perfect song. This is a song from King's Quest V, in which a bunch of ants, led by King Anthony, come to the aid of King Graham. They march in, and they find a gold needle in a haystack. as one does. Okay. I have waylaid myself enough. Thank you all for helping me test this and get this back. And additionally, for letting me audio bomb you. I apologize. You're the best. Time to waylay you more. Oh, okay. It's probably well known that sharks actually have an unlimited supply of teeth, that they will constantly generate and grow new teeth. What is less well known is that humans have the same ability, but you have to unlock it. In order to unlock infinite teeth, what you have to do is you have to push all of your teeth at the same time with your tongue. Once you do that, you'll unlock infinite teeth. Is that why humans get teratomas that can grow their own eyes, teeth, and hair? No. That's for a different, more sinister reason. Time to play America's favorite game. Distract the streamer from the game as long as possible. There's been some promising research into infinite teeth by way of fancy goop. Okay, world building. Alright. What happens if I touch all of someone else's teeth with my tongue? That's just a Friday night, baby! Science has found a way to culture people new teeth from their own pee. Not a joke. Interesting. Slightly horrifying, but also interesting. I'm trying so hard not to laugh and wake up my wife, who's asleep next to me. I heard about that research too. That is interesting. Okay. Nestor. So, would you like something grand in scope of world building, or would you like something narrow, small, like street level or cosmic level? Narrow, small details. Okay. Got it. So we talked a little bit earlier, I don't know if you were here for it or not, about how in the 1930s there was an occult... Nope, get out of here. I'm talking ad break. You can wait for another 5 minutes, asshole. Where was I? Ah, yes. In the 1930s, there was an occult organization called the Esoteric Order of the All-Seeing Eye. And it did research into our vast cosmology with a focus particularly on Vroth. Their goal was to achieve something that they referred to as the magnum opus. Now, in fact, the Esoteric Order had 4 major constituent branches, each self-governing. But they all kind of focused around the same idea, the same goal, the achievement of the magnum opus. The first branch of the Esoteric Order was in the United Kingdom. and its focus was largely on what could best be defined as the refinement of self. The notion that through the use of Vroth and the power of the Void Sea, of the Origin, as they called it, that a human being could be made into a god. There was also the American branch. And the American branch had a different viewpoint. They had a firm belief, possibly from populist ideals or notions of American melting pot experience, that no one person can be perfect, that there will always be inherent flaws. So their notion was to use the Void Sea, the power of the Void Sea, of Vroth, to find ways to combine people physically, mentally, to make an amalgam, to make a mass, to make a melting pot, to make a whole that is greater than the sum of the parts. And that in doing so, one can become closer to perfection infinitely, as the gaps in one are covered by the other. This setting-specific world-building sounds suspiciously close to the Theosophic movement. There is a reason. It is very much inspired by that. It is also inspired by that and literary and art movements in the 1930s. The one that I will talk about last ties into a very specific moment in history. The third was actually the French school, and it viewed that there was no way that a person can be made perfect, that people are inherently flawed, that it was a very, for lack of a better term, French philosophy in the fallibility and imperfection of humanity. So their notion, their idea, was rather than using Vroth to create people that are perfect, it is to create things that are perfect, artifacts and creations, constructs, things that channel the power of Vroth and create a perfect environment to augment and accentuate the best in humanity. And then there is the German branch. And the German branch, unfortunately, was in Germany in the 1930s. But it tied in very closely to the Bauhaus movement, as well as German Expressionism. And they are the only branch that focused not on the Void Sea, but did research extensively into the Mirror Forest, also known as a Bextra, and focused upon the notion that humanity could not be saved through cold logic, that there was no empirical truth. Well, that there is an empirical truth, but the empirical truth will not save humanity. That we must go into the subjective, that we must go into emotion, we must go into the collective subconscious, that we must understand humanity on humanity's terms to find perfection and to find a better future. And the unfortunate fact is that that movement was co-opted and then dismantled and destroyed and cannibalized by a much darker and much more famous occult movement in 1930s Germany. That was a long-winded one. I apologize. But I got into it. I felt the vibe. Now my brain has done a weird thing of thinking of an organization called the Esoteric Institution of eldritch investigation and observation founded by an ancient known as MacDonald, because my brain refuses to... I like that. The E-I-E-I-O. Ascendancy into the Void Sea, Amalgamate Fusion Dance, Perfected Artifacts, Germans in 1930. Fascinating. That was a very good one as world building glimpses go. That, I'm not going to lie. That is one of the Blake Sky elements that I am the most proud of, because I feel like I did a very good job of capturing a mindset in that time frame and really showing bits and pieces of the political and social and artistic climate. So, I don't know. Not to toot my own horn, but we got ads in 30 seconds, so get up, stretch them legs, do a backflip, and I'll see you back here in 3 minutes, okay? All right. See you then. And we're back. All right. And before you all can distract me any further... No, not Malice in Wonderland. I already did that one. Disorient Express. Dooley has called me to the subway station to deal with an emergency. But yes, Faye, get some good sleep. That's an order. Disorient Express. Detective, you're here. I came as soon as you called. What's the case? Case? No, I just needed a ride. Station's closed. Closed? Yeah, some spooky train is blocking the platform. Anyway, let's go. Got you a hair stick that's a little sword, and I'm loving it thoroughly. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. A spooky train? Yep. Spooky train. Anyway, we better get going or we'll be late to work. Dooley, it's a spooky train. We are the Darkside division. Do you not think... I try not to. That's detective work. Let's go have a look at it then. Fine. But if we miss the free donuts at work, you're buying. Are you sure you can't just go to... we can't just go to work? I need to get my morning nap in. Let's get on with this waste of time. Nothing happening here investigation then. I can't say I'm surprised to find that something strange is happening here. It's extremely on vibe to me, and I've gotten several compliments from the archive chat. Oh, that's awesome. I love when, yeah. He's just so blatantly useless. I love that about him, but also, like, oh yeah, no. I mean, I will say, it is okay to enjoy fiction that has police. You just need to understand it is propaganda. You need to understand that the police are not your friends, and that 9 times out of 10, the things that they do and the things that they show and the things that they advocate, especially if it's anything by Dick Wolf, is meant to absolutely erode your sense and perception of what legality, fairness, ethics are. Or it's something like The Rookie, where it's meant to create like this near utopian vision. It's like, see, the police force doesn't have racism. Look at this multi-ethnic group. In fact, the middle-aged white man is the diversity hire. And it's like, no, that's not how this works. Cops is dumb. Not as dumb as your grammar, kid. Yeah, kid. Ticket machine. Seems to be working, but I've no cash. Time to put this badge to work and make use of police privileges. Sorry, detective, the barrier is broken. We have to crawl under it. Can't we at least jump over it? No, the insurance for jumping was too high. We're only cleared for a slow crawl. Being a cop is nothing like television promised it would be. There you go. A busker. Oscar the Grouch. Uncle Sam don't want you to know about the truth I'm here to show, so it makes me frown. When I smell me a pig and his dumb sidekick come to shut me down. Sidekick isn't a word. Poetic license. Pig. See? It's just spooky. Generically spooky. Nothing special about it. Let's go get donuts. Dooley, it's glowing. Maybe it's pregnant. Alright, that's a good joke. I like that one. Do you have a ticket, sir? Sorry, who are you? Train's conductor, sir. Right. You look a tad ghostly, sir? That I do, that I do. Are you a ghost? Not at all, sir. Ghosts are blue, for one, and they can't be seen. Not without the proper equipment. No, we're from the Darkside. Then what are you doing here? Train stuck, sir. Doing my job to keep the passengers safe while this gets rectified. Rectified? Yes, sir. I'm sure those boys from the Brightside Division are looking into it right now. Brightside Division? Brightside Division. Right. Why are you here? As I said, sir, train's stuck. Not sure what caused it. Likely a problem with the tracks, sir. Would have to see inside the control rooms to be sure, but I can't leave my post, sir. Ticket? Thought not. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you solids to leave. Did you just call us solids? Certainly not, sir. I wouldn't be throwing around language like that. Come back any time, sir. Alright, we'll check out the rest of the platform. Security camera. I'd wonder if this camera caught any useful footage, but I can see that the working light is painted on. A plunger. But without the plungy bit. So, a stick then? Brightside? As in, Mister? Jealousy turning snakes into the sea. Yeah. Ghosts probably use corpo as derogatory slur for... I like that. I like that a lot. Ever felt like you're the odd one at the office? Well, this guy can clearly relate. Camera cuts to the most bland guy you've ever seen in a crowd of various cryptids and monsters. I received a handle. Control room. It's locked. For now. Dooley. Ah, come on, detective. You know as well as I do how these things go. Seems to be something in here. A receipt. No, I got my hands dirty enough the first time around. A glowing green receipt that says for pickup. I can't read much else on it. Big rat. Hey, it's Quinn. Everybody check out Punk Squeak. Oh. Why does everybody I love leave me? I need to get my eyebrows plucked. Is that ghost shitting? Are you pooping? I'm in a bit of a bind, Daddy-O. Hi there. Oh, sorry. The door was unlocked. Yeah. Lock's broke. I have no feet to hold against it. Right, well, I'll leave you to it. Whoa, hold up, Daddy-O. I'm in a bit of a funky situation. Maybe you can help me out. Oh, what is it? Stall has no toilet paper, Daddy-O. And I'm a cat that needs me some. Yeah, sure. We can look. Oh, I know what to do. Is this yours? No, but I found it in my pocket. Threw it in the bin on the way here. Would have kept it if I knew that the paper's sitch in here. Not sure if that's the best course of action. Hey, it's a Day of the Tentacle reference. What on earth is that? Not sure. But I think we should send it back where it came from. No use. You could say that you could say that it is intentical on staying where it is? Eh? 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 Need to find something to flush it down with. That's some lazy graffiti. I always put in more effort when tagging the subways. What? You heard me, narc. I do love Dooley. There's a joke about this jazz ghost needing toilet paper and the Majora's Mask hand. Yeah, I mean, the toilet bound Hanako, but I'm not sure I can find it. Hit it with a handle. Dang. No good. Creepy or not, nobody deserves to be stranded without toilet paper. That sound reminds me of my career since I was assigned to the Darkside division. Dang, Dooley. Thought we were friends. Here you go, guy. Sorry to leave you hovering for so long. Far out, Daddy-o. Here, take this coin as thanks. The cult coin. That water smells funky. It's sewer water, Dooley. That's no excuse for poor hygiene. I mean... Alright. There's not a chance in hell that this will work. Oh, right. Of course. One demonic ticket is enough for me, thanks. Here you go, one ticket. Fine. On you go then, I suppose. Party guy, hippie gal, granny. Tracks. Platform. Let's talk to the party guy. I like your glasses. Duh. They're my party goggles. On your way to a party? Always, darling. Every place is party place when I have my goggles on. And I always have my goggles on. Even here now. We party on the train. Everyone here is so sick looking. They're not sick. They're transparent. I can see right through them. I've always been impressed by your scrutiny skills. Well, hello there. Hiya. Where are you off to? I was on my way to San Frankenstein-Cisco, obviously. But then we got stuck here. This place is terrifying. How so? Well, for a start, there's not a single screaming beast in the sky. Nobody is being followed by shadow men. And nothing is on fire. Nothing. Maybe you're not the girl for me. I love a man that scroots. You're right. Oop. Wrong click. There we go. Nana Dooley? Is that you? Sorry, dearie. I'm Granny Gooley. You do look like my little Patrick, though. My name's Patrick, too. Did you also like games of I Spy as a child? I did. I spy with my little eye the coming of the end. The world eating itself, rivers of gore flooding the streets. I don't know this version of the game. Oh, seeing the end times was little Patrick's favorite. Recognize this? I think it's called a receipt, but I'm not sure. I live off the barter system. Do you know what this is? Oh, thank you, dearie. But I don't. But I don't take young men's unsolicited phone numbers anymore. Ah, Darkside portal. It appears we've found our number one suspect for all these strange goings-on. You have you have the right to remain silent when questioned. Anything you say can or do, anything you say or do maybe. Dooley, what are you doing? Reading its rights. And how exactly do you intend to arrest it? With my handcuffs, obviously. Top marks for enthusiasm, Dooley. Looks like the Purple Rift has an accomplice. I'm gonna need a second pair of handcuffs. Agent McScream for my Agent McQueen. You look familiar. Does the fire recognize the flame? Does the darkness recognize the shadow? Does the storm recognize the wind? Rain? Damn it, man. I've lost my train of thought. So you're an agent here, huh? We are all agents of the never-ending hunt, servants of the crawling death void, ministers of the world's cruelty. Well, I'm happy you're doing okay for yourself. Thanks. It's been a lot of hard work and late nights at the office. Any idea what's going on here? Interlopers, fiends, fleshy monstrosities. Things that should not come to pass. Tracks of chaos intertwine. So you have no idea right now, then? No. So receding hairline. How's that treating you? The end comes for us all. Entropy is a cruel mistress. Yeah, let's hope it's from growing up in this weird hell. Let's hope it's from growing up in this weird hole. Goodbye. I'd best be going. We had all best be going to the places we would best be at. Yeah. No, thank you. I've already eaten. Finally, somebody in authority. Hey. Sorry, guy. But you don't know any more than the rest of us. Hi, detective. What's going on? Raxa? Why are you here? Getting the train home from college. Then we got diverted to wherever this is. Well, we're on the case now, so get comfortable. He means, no, yeah, I get it. Let me know if I can help at all. Will do. Hello? Doo-da-dee. Wonder if he even knows what's going on. In case of fire, pray someone has refilled the extinguisher. They have not. Stay back, monster! Whoa, calm down. Sorry, I thought you were him. Him? The intense man in the tunnel who threatens to arrest and or eat anyone who gets off the train. Arrest or eat? Yep. And I'm not sure who chooses. Who's this man you keep talking about? He looks a bit like you. Only not. Not at all now that I see you. Properly see you. He stalks about outside this train, sniffing for clues and snarling when he sees us. Has he hurt anyone so far? Thankfully, no. He seems more menacing than dangerous. What's going on here? You're not really him. I don't really know what's happening. We left the last station on time. Then some weird lights flashed, and now we're here. Wherever here is. Goodbye. Waster. Dude. We've been on this train for ages. What's going on? I'm afraid. Because I keep seeing floating green people. I'm not at limit. I think I indulged a little too much this morning. You probably shouldn't tell me that. I'm an officer of the law. Far out, dude. Never mind. I should probably stay with these people, make sure they're okay. You're tired from walking through the tunnels, aren't you? Stop using your Sherlock powers on me. Ghostbuster. Land sickly. Sing me a song, buddy dude. What? You're the busker, not me. That's how buskers work here, you tourist. Now then. You look like one of those living folks we've got plodding around the place right now. Officer Dooley? Name's Ghoulie. Chief of the Brightside Division. Brightside? Division. Specialists. Deal with threats from your neck of the woods, so as to speak. My neck of the woods. The other world. Which from whence you came, son. I surmise from your appearance that you are a detective, albeit one who's one down on his luck. Hey! I presume that being the case, you've crossed over to investigate your world's version of this situation. I am. Can you help? No, son, I cannot. This isn't your jurisdiction. You should leave this to us professionals and take care of our train back in your own world. Shouldn't you look into that? Jurisdiction, son. Seems like a concept of dangerous maverick. Seems like a concept beyond a dangerous maverick such as yourself. Maybe I should slap you behind bars. This is a restricted area. Classified personnel only. Are you a classified personnel? No? I don't think so. On account of myself and McScream being the only ones who are, whose? So unless you is one of us, I suggest you step back, son. Step back. Is this machine crying? Come get me from the station, he said. Routine, he said. Ass. Burning barrel. Ah, help! I'm on fire! What on earth? I'm a burning trash barrel. I'm meant to be on fire, you gonk. You haven't heard of it? Sergei Lukyanov wrote a series of contemporary. I think I saw the first movie, Night Watch. Moscow, who works for an organization called Night Watch, which upholds the balance of magic on the satellite. There's a similar organization called Day Watch that keeps an eye on light to maintain balance. There's a film version about it, and the subbed version was like kinetic subtitles that interact with the dialogue in interesting ways. Yeah. Like, I remember it very vaguely. It was an interesting premise, though. The look on your face, brilliant. I'm not even... Debris. Most of the Darkside city appears to be in ruin. Daily Chronicle. What horrors could possibly make the news here? Mayor points off camera. Let's go to the Darkside shop. Amaze your friends, surprise your enemies, confuse real pirates with this inefficient pirate ensemble. Comes with a free press ganging. Biker's outfit. Be a badass biker. Bike not included. Are you still a biker without a bike? Be a badass walker. Assuming your ass is bad, either in the dangerous sense or the missing a buttock way, your call. Clickflint, I think that you and I could have very interesting conversations about Russian culture and folklore. I would love to pick your brain about some stuff. Did you write these adverts yourself? No, sir. Came that way, sir. Good words, ain't they, sir? A snarky teenaged wizard is welcome anywhere. Is this a Simon the Sorcerer reference? Well, not as much welcomed as he'll turn up and then he'll be there and it's almost as much a hassle to get rid of him as to just leave him be. That's my usual party vibe anyway, so 2 thumbs up from me. Punk wig. Dressed like a punk. Or a road warrior from the future. Or, you could wear this and be a carrot? Well, I'm convinced. What's this one? Looks normal enough to me. Normal, sir? Why, that's the very pillar summers are built on, sir. A friend and mentor to those in need, a shoulder to cry on. A person who'll live in a wood hut with no air conditioning. The legendary camp counselor, sir. Nobody would buy that as a camp counselor. Oh, but they do, sir. It's the mustache, sir. Shows him to be a rugged wilderman, suited for the rough and tumble life of a camp counselor. Not for the timid folk like you and I, sir. No, sir. Not for shop vendors and coat warmers, no. Sir, I'll ask you mighty nice, not but once. Keep your sausage fingers from my money box. An invisible person. Welcome, sir. It's that is to say, me and I's pleasure to welcome you to Costume Shop. So that is the name. Your broken sign wasn't very clear. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, my old fella said. And if it is broke, maybe don't fix it anyway, he'd add. Very practical man he was. How can I aid you, sir? Trying to intimidate your direct supervisor at work? Hoping to wow a 6-armed lover? Trying to look like a hobo? Hey, that's our motto. Whatever your shame, Spider's got you covered. One tick, sir. Oh, Miss Biscotti. I does beg your pardon, miss. I should have known. Obvious to me now it is. I'll get you your item. I'll get yours item for you, sir. I'll get your items for you now, miss. Oh, yes, thanks. There you go, miss. 1 swim cap. Thanks, I guess. I received a swimmer's cap. Need to find something to complete this disguise before I put it on. If you look like this man, this might be a mirror. Also, you may be wanted by the police for questioning. Trains do not run on time. They run on fuel. Trains will also be late. Some things are universal, I suppose. I like that. That's a good goof. Now what should I do now? Any updates, detective? Still investigating, Raxa. Okay, well, If I can be of help, let me know. Hmm. What do I need the handle for? That's what I'm struggling with. Ooh, hold on. Ah, dang. I'm grateful for your help, Daddy-O. But do you intend to stick around for the main show? I mean, you've had time, bud. If you need more than that, maybe you have problems. I gotta be up early, but shoot me a DM later if you want to slob out. Sounds good. And get some good sleep, alright? That's an order. You gotta do it. I said so. You don't wanna make me sad, do you? I'll be sad. I'll cry if you don't get good sleep and take care of yourself. I don't know what to do. Oh, there's mold. Dark patch of fuzzy mold. I think it's looking at me. Now I have fuzzy mold. Now, I guess I can dress up as Agent McScream whenever I want. Yay? If I wore this, I'd look like poor man's McScream, my crappy stunt double. Time to try this. I can't bring myself to call it a disguise. Time to try whatever this is out, I guess. Hold on, son. Do you think I've not seen my fair share of disguises? This one is particularly poor, what with it, partially being made of some fungus, and you lack a certain floaty, transparent quality. That was worth a shot. It was. I wish that agent was, I was sent was so innovative. I tell you what, son. In you go. Maybe you can solve this thing after all. What about jurisdiction? Jurisdiction. All paperwork up. Solution. Solution. God, the way he talks is weird. I don't touch fuzzy mold. Get dizzy mold. Become turf mold. No. Now, orf you go before I change my mind. Right, thanks. Looks like he hung in there for too long. Take the key rack. Who doesn't like having keys? Note says she loathes me not. Nice, healthy relationship. All systems operating normally. Now let's see who's pooping. Looking good, Frankie. I think you've let yourself go. Shut up, Reflection. Wait, what? It's nailed shut. Growling, scratching, banging on door. I hope that barring holds. This place seems familiar. Either that, or a clue. Either that's a clue, or there's one lazy artist hanging around here. Oh, the water goes clockwise and both clockwise and counterclockwise here. Place looks familiar. Yeah, okay. Seems to be something stuck in there. That's better. Thanks. Flush? You received a plunger head. The ultimate accessory in toilet bungification. Alright, now I can go back through the train. Head over here. What's that you have there? It smells of evidence to me, but you shall not take it beyond this place. Looks like I'll have to put this key back until I find some way to get it past him. Ooh, okay. I have an idea. If the one place is the same... Okay, I have an idea. So I gotta put this back here. And I go back and through. And I'm like, fuck you, guy. Fucking asshole. Then I go here. Right. You little sucker. Ha! Sucker. Tentacles. Very good. I should be helping, shouldn't I? Alright, and I bet if I go over here now, he's in the dark side. We'll get that key. Because I have faith. Hey. There's my little Wrigley buddy. So, this is where I sent you, eh? Hold on to this for me, will you, buddy? When I plunge you, Dave, remember that I plunge you with love. Okay. Let me go in there. Let me go over here. Let me go in the bathroom. Let me go in here. Let me grab the key from Dave. Thanks, Dave. Did you name the tentacle Dave? Don't be jealous, Dooley. You're still my favorite. Although, that seems to have worked. Let's see what's behind door number 2. What? Hold on. What? How'd you get in here? Tam locked the door before from the inside. This is your handiwork, I take it? They shouldn't have fired old Tam for sleeping on the job. Told him he did. His black magic classes started at midnight and ran through. Morning shifts ain't for old Tam. Heavy sleeper he is. Book him, Dooley. I left my book at the station. Can I use these handcuffs instead? Stop going through the trash. An unexpected but strangely relevant note. Get out of there, guy. I've seen what happens if you hang in there too long. What are you talking about? I've seen things, Dooley. Ritual stuff. Looks like this place was the scene of some occultic goings-on. The cinnamon candles remind me of Christmas, though, which is nice. Old Tam always was fond of Christmas. Pappy used to buy us all trains and Mama gave us voodoo dolls. Magical time of year. People will think twice about firing old Tam now. They'll think twice about hiring you, too. Wait, what? An old floppy disk popped out. This must be how the virus was installed. Could prove useful. I bet. Stay here, Dooley, and make sure this guy doesn't get away. But then how's old Tam meant to escape? That's the point. Oh, well, that ain't fair. The other one said everything was working normally, but it's in the dark side, which means that it's supposed to be fucked up. Rex, I think you can make sense of this. Let's see. Oh, this is an occult virus. Yeah, I think it's to blame for all the goings-on. I can probably talk you through how to make an antivirus on my machine. That's what I was hoping for. Thanks. So what do? You need to clean the infected disk sectors. Sounds easy. Not so fast. It's a virus, so each sector you clean will infect those around it. You can also lure the virus from infected sectors onto clean ones, cleaning the infected areas. Why would I do that? To beat the virus, you have to make sure it has nowhere to hide. That will involve tricking it. That sounds harder than I was expecting. Don't worry, I made a backup. I'll just hit reset if you need to roll back from the start. Thanks. Okay, let's do this. All right. Hooray. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, great. And you're sure this will work? Sure is a strong word when dabbling with the occult, but I think so, yes. Well, if it does, the city owes you big. Really? Because I'm only on this train due to a mountain of parking tickets. Virus now equals very no. Uploading antivirus now. Whew. Great work, detective. You got the trains moving again. Dooley, you understand what just happened here, right? No. Let's get this guy to the cells. Oh, how you gonna get me there? Train ain't running. We just talked about how that was fixed. Weren't you listening? Plus, we have this car. This has not been a good day for Tam. Case closed. Oh, old Tam. Police farce. All right. How much time we got before the next ad? Current features about the value of school breakfast, which is very valuable. Yes, school breakfast programs are amazingly important. School meal programs in general are incredibly important because, in a lot of cases, they are the only, they are the most stable, the most nutritionally valuable meal that children have access to, particularly in low income areas and stuff like that. Um, it's absolutely vital to have school breakfast and school lunch programs. And every time that I hear people complaining about like having money go to schools, I want to get a running start and just double foot kick them in the chest until I hear their sternum crack. Because it is absolute bullshit to think, oh, hey, like, I don't want to pay an extra couple dollars in taxes if it means a kid gets to have any form of certainty in the food that they have access to, that they get the nutrition that they need. Like, I am not one of those people that thinks everybody needs to have kids, but I also think that if you think that society is better when children aren't taken care of properly, if you don't think that it makes a better society when children can focus on their education, if you're just a person that doesn't want to take care of children and make sure that they have food and don't have to worry about that, you're a trash person. And I kinda hate you. Similarly, I truly do not understand people cutting. Yes, that is another thing. The amount of important services that libraries provide in addition to having books and media that people can check out. They provide so much. They are a vital part of a community. Yes, yes, yeah. See, you're already saying it before I even I do. Sorry, that's me on my anarcho-communist bullshit again. Uh, we've got ads in a little bit. I think I'm gonna take a quick break while we're in between cases, and I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna stretch my legs. I'm gonna get another drink. So I'm gonna run them a little bit early, but yeah, I will be back in 3 minutes. So I recommend you get up, stretch your legs, get a drink, get a snack, go high five your nearest loved one, and I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. I mean, except for those places that I just told you to go. But then come back. All right, I'll see you. Okay, I am back. And we are going to dive into our next case. Police farce. Today is my day away from cases to catch up on paperwork. Sounds like a pretty low stakes case. I'm sure that nothing wacky or weird will happen. Police farce. You ready, detective? Huh? For McNugget's retirement party. The caterer has arrived with the cake. Grab your gift and let's go. Gift? I thought you'd forget. Don't worry, I put your name on my gift. It's from us. My notes from open cases. The downtown ghoulie man. A possible undead flasher. God. I wasn't thinking those kind of ghoulies, but, you know, I guess that makes sense. Mirror Jane, a woman appearing in mirrors to other women who look exactly like her. A lichen toupee, a wig made from werewolf hair which turns others into werewolves when worn. Maybe that should be werewolves? Okay. There was, I think in the second Dresden Files book, the whole thing was that there were like 3 different kinds of werewolves in the story. There's like traditional werewolves. There's hexen wolves that use like a belt to turn into them, and then there's like, I think the loup-garou. And I don't know why, but this just made me think of that. But like, what if instead of a belt, they had toupees that made them turn into wolves? This is my life now. Dick Brickman is an absolutely amazing name, but also would make a great porn name. No joke. This is Twin Lakes FM featuring me, Dick Brickman, bringing you Dick Brickman Presents the Weather with me, Dick Brickman. Did you know that certain werewolves can be untransformed by way of one of their loved ones offering them their clothes? That is interesting. I was not familiar with that cure to lycanthropy. It's raining. Tune in later for me, Dick Brickman, presenting Dick Brickman's Tricky Kicks. Featuring me, Dick Brickman. My trusty coat goes with me everywhere, from shirt and tie to sportswear. When all this Darkside stuff is put to bed, I'm going to see the whole world. I actually don't know what's in these. The keys were lost before this became my office. My folders of weird goings-on in Twin Lakes. My various attempts to file reports for things I've seen. Hurry up! Cake! Why is this broken? Maybe the motor is bust? I'll have to take a look at this later. A glass of cold, refreshing... Nope, this is warm. And oddly colored. Nothing beats that first cup of coffee. If only I had a slice of pie to go with it. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. You received coffee. McKing's office. Ouch. McKing and the Chief. I guess these are the photos you get when you're married to the mayor. McKing won this for being the best diver on the force. I don't recall anyone else being allowed to partake. I received a helmet trophy. I'm just robbing this guy. This one looks homemade. Best at not being McQueen. Best hair on the force. Okay, I'll give him that one. Supports backs. Fancy. His machine has an off button. Impressive. It's full of signed pictures of McKing figures. There's space here for a pottery wheel? This place is fabulous. One day you could be as important as this. You just gotta get yourself that first case. I solve cases all the time. Arresting a giant marshmallow man isn't a case. It's the result of too much coffee. I don't remember this place being so run down. Seems Murakami has set a new high score at whatever he's playing. Damn it! How am I meant to get better than him if he keeps making me do work? If you keep making me do work, tell me that, eh? The pressure seems gone. I could fix it before. I should fix it before it's needed. Bust fire extinguisher. Broken wires. Murakami won't care if they're gone. Officer Murakami's desk. That guy always has some reason to walk around talking to people instead of doing work. Detective Wazinski. No talk. Working. Friendly as ever, Wazinski. Go away. Fire! You're meant to say surprise, detective, not fire. Dooley, the gifts are on fire. They sure are impressive. I need to repressurize it first. I'd be out of work if Chief Scully found me doing this. I don't know what to do. Sprinklers. I'm gonna devour that thing. Hands off, officer. We're not cutting into it yet. But, Chief... Really? Is the cake more important than the fire? Actually, who brought fire? We discussed this last time. No more gifts of fire. Goddamn cops thinking they're Prometheus. How we squiddin'. Hello, silly charms. Amazing, wonderful, totally standable, debut VTuber extraordinaire. We are playing the Darkside detective. Totally standable, yeah. Hey, feel free to quote me on that. You can put that in your branding and your advertising. Excellent ledge during mountain climbing. He's on fire. I have to say though, shitting on cops for giving fire Goddamn cops thinking that Prometheus is probably my favorite stupid thing that's been said by this game all night, and I absolutely love the writing in it. Use the same banner for every retirement. Budgets have to be cut somewhere, detective. Do slashed budgets explain why the sprinkler system isn't putting out that fire? That's interesting. Why don't you do some detecting, detective? Hey, I wanted extra whipped cream on my slice. Okay, use the whipped cream to pressurize the burst fire extinguisher. I can 100% say that this is not something I expected to do today. I have received fixed fire extinguisher. No, shut up. Whoosh. That's that taken care of. Wait, what's that? That urn. You mean our gift? Dooley, where did you get that? In that mysterious Chinese shop we visited last week. We investigated it for gremlins. That seems like racial profiling to me. Dooley, he clearly had gremlins, which you then bought and brought to the station. Well then, case closed. Dooley, the lid was burnt off. The gremlins are missing, and the station is crumbling apart. Like I said, case closed. Dooley, we need to find them before somebody gets hurt. Here, take this. But, cake! Dooley. Okay, what do we got? From what I can see, nobody else got him anything nice anyway. I love all the booze we have at these things. Detective McNugget. I don't understand why we're celebrating yet. I've got 2 days left till retirement. We can't risk you not making it and losing out on a party. I should be offended, but I do like a good party. I do love that, like, they are aware of the 1 day away from retirement bit, and they're like, shit, we gotta make sure that we don't have to do work. And he said, hey, that's my kid's candy. Give it back. So I told him I was the mayor's husband, and then showed him my badge, and fined him for obstruction of justice. Oh, you're so bad. It must be so great for you to have a real detective like McKing around to learn from. I don't have time to talk to you. Isn't there a Wookiee or something you should be arresting? That's not what... Whatever, McLame. Live long and prosper, dork. Hands off, McLame. Somebody's broken the the evidence door. Probably you and your idiot sidekick's fault. I'm gonna fix it with my manly skills and muscles. If you really want to help, you can fetch me some more coffee. No need for sugar. Dallas is enough sweetness for me. Oh, you're so bad. I hate that man. But he's so dreamy. I knew you were good for something, McLame. The staff bathroom. So horrible people only enter for the most dire of emergencies. Oh, I get what I gotta do. There's a serious draft coming from those vents. The bolts probably just need to be tightened up. I think this is the junction box for the dispatch room. Seriously, why does he get all these nice things? A bulletproof sports car. The jerk. Our government issued block with wheels. So spare pipes from the work that's happening. Water valves. Let's get that water flowing again in case another fire starts. Yay! We get the pipe dreams it. The water pipes run over the station, all over the station from the briefing room to the shooting range. The system seems broken right now. Probably the gremlin's fault. Okay. Yeah! I did it. Sprinkler should be working now. You'll have to work out. You'll have me out of work, you will. Pot of clay. A lump of cold, hard clay. I have no use for that right now. I think that tiny picket fences really make this place seem homely. Good addition by the chief. Mind if I borrow this? Why not? Can't see me getting back to work anytime soon. Monkey wrench? You don't look very busy. Power tools bust, so union says I don't work. Not my place to go against union. You seem familiar. Do I know you? Not that I know of, no? Okay, need something more delicate for that. The gremlins have broken everything else around here. I'm sure that if I didn't remove these now, it'd fall off anyway, soon anyway. Neither of us believe that, but I'm so into this. Fight the system. Dooley, we're part of the system. Speak for yourself. I'm bringing this place down from the inside. Hey, there we go. Maybe Dooley is an ally. Nah, just kidding. Remember, the master's tools can't be used to topple the master. Monkey wrench? Well, only if it's yanking something out of your hand. I kind of knew that. I did not expect that to happen. Feel bad about it? No. I'll take this for my trophy cabinet. I mean, I'll take it to be repaired. Yeah. That second one. Detective, how do you get all these things into your pockets? Origami? Oh, we got some forbidden eldritch secrets. Okay. Alright. For your forbidden eldritch secret. Now, remember, this is forbidden and eldritch and secret, so you will need to roll a sanity check after you listen to this. So get those percentile dice out and let me know how you do. Did you know that there are hidden messages on every single vinyl record? Now, the obvious ones that you know about, you just play the record backward. But here's the thing. You want to get to the real stuff? You want to get to the occult stuff? I'm not just talking about, oh, this kind of sounds like they're talking about the devil or whatever. You want to get to the good shit? You get that needle to run along the edge. That'll get you the Vroth, baby. That'll get you the true speech. So, there you go. There is your forbidden eldritch secret. I mean, you could just roll 1d10 twice and, just do the 10's place and 1's place. You don't gotta find both of them. Let's say the vent broke because some maverick cop was crawling through it. Oop, the heck? Shooting range and reception. Whoa! That little gremlin's got a gun. Okay, you actually maintain your sanity. Good job. He's too far to hit with this. I'll need to find another way to make use of it. Okay. Check out reset. Dog! It's Officer Cal. If they don't let me pet Officer Cal, I swear to God, I will uninstall this game. He's got a little hat. I don't care if he's a cop and that means that he's a class traitor. This counts as petting. Officer Cal. He was meant to be a sniffer dog, but somebody decided to train him only to sniff out candy. But think of all the candy-related crimes he's been able to solve. True, we did have an alarmingly high rate of candy smuggling in Twin Lakes. Good job, officer. He woofed. There's nothing in here but laxatives. Somebody put them in there to suggest us cops are all full of Twin Lakes Police Department. How can I direct your call? Well, obviously I gotta put that in the coffee. Now that I don't need it, I find a working fire extinguisher. Hands off. My lunch is in there. Why is it hidden in work files? So nobody here will touch it. You're a wise man, Banks. What do you want, detective? Can't you see a reception desk to recept at? This is the first bit of actual police work I've seen in this place today. I don't know much about how all this works, but I know that that's not right. I can't talk now, detective. The system's broken and I can't figure out what... I could hazard a guess. Yummy wires. It's trying to hack the database and steal all human info. We should fry him, detective. Interesting idea. The servers for the TLP. Ha, bite, ha. Ouch. Don't get too close, detective. That thing is a biter. I just got... Yeah. Thanks, Dooley. Myers do make good snacks. I can't blame the gremlin. Thumbs up. Okay. Obviously, we gotta go back. We gotta get more coffee. So we'll go back to the bullpen. We'll go down to the office. We'll get another cup of coffee. Might as well take another cup. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. Receive my coffee. Put the laxative in it. Go back up here. Get another coffee for McKing. Tell him he's a son of a bitch. Haha. Keep the coffee coming, McLame. I could drink this stuff all day. Oh. Oh no. Get out of my way! Give laxatives to McKing. An achievement titled Karma. I hope he's okay in there. People of Twin Lakes need a hero to look up to. Now to fix this thing with my manly skills and muscle, but mostly by finding a way to cheat this magnetic lock. Okay, magnetic lock. Oh, there's a whole section for holding cells over here. I didn't. Holding cell number 1. We put up these to cover the hole. We put that up to cover the hole a prisoner dug to escape. Sadly for him, he dug his way into the rest of the station. That's a very funny reference. I like that. Also, look, it's Punk Squeak again. It's Quinn. Everybody say hi, Quinn. I'm sorry you're in jail, Quinn. I hope you get out soon. Try not toilet. Your incarceration get to you. This guy is in police protection for informing. Because he's a rat. Ah. Detective. I'm going to use my detectiving skills and say you're in for solicitation. Impressive. Your guess, not his soliciting. Right, anyway. Hand them over, Roy. And what over? Your matches and cigars. I wish I'd never met you, detective. Did you hear? No, I'm not doing this. I just don't find toilets all that funny. Tam put his name places so he knows what's is and what's not. Seriously, what am I meant to say about them that isn't literally toilet humor? Old Tam loves to whittle. Whittle, whittle, whittle. Tam, you can't have a knife in prison. Tam can and Tam has. I'm afraid I have to confiscate that. Tam does not have warmth for you in his heart. I received a knife. The hose they use to loop through the cell door handles to lock the place up at night. Hey, what's going on? I've got the Darkside detective. Chief Scully really pulled the place into a sort of order, didn't she? I have a hose now. Okay, I think I've got everything that I need now. Link the fire hose. Ooh, I bet I go down to the junction box. Have you ever tried to, I don't know, open something like that with just using a screwdriver? I've always been more of a lateral thinker. Now I just need to find something to rewire with. How about these wires? Okay, let's see. I need to drag the wires from one node to the other same colored node without crossing them. The correct answer was a knife. Piss, my Twitch stream is having a stroke. Oh no! Don't do that. Okay, okay. So, obviously this one has to go here. And then... like that. Nope, nope. Because ultimately I gotta find a way... Okay, that goes there. Nope. Ooh, this is a rough one. But I kind of like it. I like having a real head-scratcher puzzle. Alright, so this one has to go through here. There's no other way that this can go. If it goes straight across, then green has to go through there. Blue has to go through there, but that cuts off red. What if red does this? Blue does this. Green does this. I'm the big brain boy. I got brains, and they're big. Eek. Yes, the system is back online. Time to do some hardcore cop work. Hardcore cop work is one of my nope, never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm not gonna make that joke. Okay. Funny joke canceled as streamer remembers he's on camera. No, I was gonna make a joke that it's one of my favorite adult films, but I don't endorse propaganda even in my adult erotic fiction. I'm sorry. I'm just too cool for that. Can't talk now, detective. The system's back online, and there are people who need help. It's passed out. Let's get it out of here. I received dispatch, Gremlin. These drawers are full of all sorts of rubbish, like bobby pins. Actually, can I borrow one, Sally? You can just have one. I don't want it back after whatever you do with it. Smart. Hands off, detective. That just came back online. I won't risk them failing again. Okay. Ooh, hold on. Can I use this to get into that? I think I can pry the shell off. Yes. I received a magnet. This magnet should reverse the polarity and let me in. There's a little guy. There's a wizard hat. All that remains from the mysterious walking luggage that ate everything case. A plastic skull. Surprisingly more dangerous occult item than a real skull. I hope this illegal magical tome will be okay here with the door when the door is bust. Role-playing books. Not actual contraband, but dangerous reading nonetheless. But not too dangerous for our weekly game. Dualish. Knockout gas. This could be handy if I want to be able to leave that party early. A box of odd socks. Our best people are looking into a ring of crooked washing machines that are behind the robbery of their other halves. Who do you think wrote this dumb script? Who do you think wrote these dumb scripts for a comedy game about two cops investigating weird crimes? Nothing? Nobody? Shut up. What? Jars full of seamen from the mysterious figurine sailor case. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. McKing's topless self-portraits. He signed them in for the crime of being too awesome for the general public. Boxes of jam jars with one scoop taken out from the unsolved Scooper case, where they'd appear at the crime scene after investigations had started. Oh, that was me. I like eating toast while thinking, but I always forget to bring the pot with me afterwards, so I keep opening new ones. Harmless. Dooley, we spent a lot of taxpayer money investigating that. Harmless. Okay, we already did that one. A very noisy kids game. That's not evidence. I'm hiding it from Murakami until I beat his top score. Hundreds and hundreds of tiny hats. A man made them to keep mice warm during the winter, but the mice turned out to be a gang of robbers, so he confiscated them. Okay. Chop chop clawface. It's too dangerous to get near. I need to find a way to knock it out. That would knock me and Dooley out too. I need to find some protection first. Plugging this into here gives me... I received a diving helmet. Dooley, take this hose outside and keep the fresh air coming.
Take this, you little monster. Uh-oh. While he's unconscious, I'll stuff it into my seemingly magical pockets. Well, that was fun. One grenade should be enough. I'm taking this helmet off before I get out there. No need to walk around the station raising suspicion, or being made fun of by everyone in the precinct.
Where do I go now? I gotta get around that one in the shooting range. Ooh, okay. This should achieve something. It did. The creature is wet. I don't know why I expected more than that. keeps hitting that spot while shooting at us. We need something that's stronger to hide behind. Okay. I just have to angle it like this. Yeah! I did it! What creature is what they called me in high school. That was a shocking way to wrap this up. Are you proud of that pun? More than I should be. That's that well and truly busted. At least the gremlin is out cold. Finally, Dooley, grab the gun and I'll take this guy. Okay, let's get back to the office before somebody sees us. Okay, let's lock these suckers into their new urn and get back to the party. Party! In you go, sleepy monster. Back to captivity, my monstrous pal. Welcome home. Oops. Oops. Is that it? What do we do now? Flush them down the toilet and go back to the party? We need to make a new urn, a magical one that can actually hold them. Receive gremlins again. Okay, so we go back and we get the clay. No, go that way, clown. From the garage. This is good urn making material. Then we go back to McKing's, where he's got the pottery wheel. Too dry to use. God damn it. Okay, that softened it up. Got wet clay now. Let's do this. How do you know how to make an urn? I watched that film, Ghost, a lot. For research. If the urn isn't protected by magic, it'll break like everything else. Okay. Then let's go to the evidence room and use it on the magical tome. If I'm seen doing this, I'll never live it down. Okay. Maybe this will be in some instructions in here. Okay, so I take that and now I do it. Let's see. Warding rituals. Spells to bypass doing the dishes. And aha! A diagram for how to seal magical urns. Handy. Time for some finger crafting of runes. One down. That's two. And that's that done. Thank goodness. Let's get this somewhere safe. Okay. Lock fixed and gremlins stashed away. What have we learned from this, Dooley? Not to eat so much sugar. I'm crashing now. I don't really remember much of what happened. But I'm sure it was nothing important. Now let's get back to the party. Hey, where's all the cake gone? We ate it all. Why is this place a mess? What did you two do? Well, there was... somebody let off a gas grenade. Nasty, big, pointy teeth. The car was smashed when we got there. McKing did it? Another one to file under Darkside antics. Probably for the best, yes. Okay, well, you two better start cleaning. The budget won't allow for both your cavers and custodial staff. Ah, man. Chores and no cake? This day did not play out the way I hoped. And that's our second case of the night closed. I think we're probably going to call it there. Let's see. what we got going on. Let me pop over to the intermission screen. Put some music on. Close out of this. Okay. Well, I want to thank everybody for hanging out, having a good time. I had a blast. Let's see who we've got that we can raid. Oh, I wonder how long they're going to keep going. Let's go raid Alec and Tony over at Mistakenly Sci-Fi. I adore them. And if you want a raid message, whatever you got, I'm going to probably be doing something akin to this. But I want to thank everybody for coming, for hanging out. Next is going to be on Friday, and we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be creating a character together for Guild Wars 2, and we're going to be going through some early level stuff. I hope that you'll be there, and I hope that you'll help me make an absolute monstrosity. But until then, I have been Vatagan, your friendly neighborhood cosmic horror, and from the Void Sea to your home, have a good one. Stay safe. And have a good night. Bye. Christ, what a bunch of assholes.